All right, how's it going? So this training is actually going to be on alcohol and just revealing a little bit about the truth and just so you have a deeper understanding of alcohol and we can have a healthy relationship with it. All right. So, what even is alcohol, right? So, you know that there are three macronutrients, right? You have your proteins, you have your carbs, and you have your fats. Those are the three macros that make up the number of calories that we eat every day, right? Those three macros. Well, there's actually a fourth macro that you didn't know about, or maybe you did. And that fourth macro is actually alcohol. It's considered, it cannot be put into one of those three macros, so they had to actually make a completely separate fourth macro. You don't really hear about it because it's kind of like lost calories, and it's a completely different animal. So alcohol is 7 calories per gram, and but the problem is that it's not digested the same as other nutrients. So when you drink alcohol, your body views it as a poison, and it focuses on processing the alcohol before anything else, right? And that's because it's a toxin, right? So your body works to get it out as fast as possible, which means fat burning, recovery, and digestion all take a back seat, and your body focuses on digesting alcohol, which is why when you pair alcohol with food, you kind of get a lot of, you can get IBS. I used to struggle with that. I used to get like, when I would drink a lot and stuff, like that was when I would feel like crap because my body's not digesting food anymore. It's focusing on trying to digest alcohol. And so alcohol is truly ethanol, right? That is the chemical compound. And your body treats that as a toxin, right? And so ethanol is the active ingredient inside of it, right? It is a central nervous system depressant that slows down your brain and your body functions. Your liver tries to convert the alcohol into acetaldehyde, which is a toxic byproduct, which is why you feel sluggish. That's what your hangover is, right? That's why you alcohol lets you feel bloated, inflamed, sluggish, foggy, tired because of that toxic byproduct. And so your body is trying to flush it out as quick as possible, which pushes away the things that your body needs to be doing to help you be healthy and lose weight. Which is why when you're drinking alcohol and you're trying to lose weight, it's it is possible, but not if you're drinking a lot. Alcohol wrecks your deep sleep. So yes, it'll help you fall asleep, but it ruins the actual sleep that you have. So and that's because it suppresses your REM sleep, right? So that's the most restorative stage of rest. That's the rest that we're really looking for to feel our best. So it causes more frequent wake up. So even if you're like super drunk and you're not actually like waking up, your body's not hitting the REM and it's coming in and out of those lighter sleeps. And that's the issue. So clients who drink at night often wake up feeling inflamed, groggy, low energy, right? Even after 8 hours in bed, because you're not actually getting 8 hours of sleep, right? Your body is in that higher, less, lighter level of sleep. Now, if you had one drink, that would equal 3 nights of impact. One single drink can actually disrupt your sleep for 3 days. Now, alcohol affects your sleep for, like I said, 2 to 3 days, even if you don't drink often, right? If you had, say, one drink a week, that's equal to 156 days of an impaired recovery, right? Because your body can be affected for 3 days after. That's nearly half of a year of you operating at 70% of your capacity, 70% of your brain capacity, your ability to, think clearly, feel good, have energy, all of that gets affected by one drink, right? And I'm not here to tell you you can never drink again, right? But what are you really after, right? Most people are drinking because they want to be social. They want to find a connection, right? But alcohol is not the only way that you have to do that. We often drink because we want to like loosen up or unwind, right? Not because we like love the flavor of the drink, right? So it really, alcohol is that shortcut to a connection, to a meaningful connection with another person, right? But it's not the only way. True confidence and presence, right, comes from clear energy, comes from being present with yourself and confident with yourself, having a good amount of sleep, right, and being in control of yourself. That's how you feel confident. Not, you know, not from drinking. Um, and if you abstain from drinking, you're going to have better workouts. You're going to have better sleep. You're going to make better decisions, and you're going to have deeper conversations with people, right? And so the bottom line of this is that you will level up socially, physically, mentally, spiritually when alcohol isn't calling all of your shots and you're not drinking every single weekend. So as your coach, I would challenge you, try the reset and then make a decision, right? Take 30 to 90 days off of alcohol and feel the difference, right? It doesn't have to be forever. You don't have to quit forever, but you do deserve to know what it feels like to be free of alcohol. Not saying that you're like an alcoholic, right? But even myself, as an example, I used to drink like once in a while, like I don't know, every few weeks maybe I'd have a couple drinks, but like I actually took like a month or two off and my life changed, right? So other clients that I've had who have detoxed from alcohol for even 30 days have reported to me that they've noticed a restored circadian rhythm. So they're sleeping, they're going to bed at the same time, they're waking up at the same time. They're noticing fat falling off of their body. These people who have been drinking a lot and cut out the alcohol shredded fat away like you wouldn't believe. It melted. They had a deeper sleep, a better focus, better overall feeling, right? Less brain fog, and a faster recovery. So try it and then ask yourself after, how did I feel? Like, was this trade-off worth it? Is this something worth doing? Or do I continue to just keep drinking because I enjoy it? And it's different for everybody. And so I challenge you, do you want to enjoy eating out, right? Like you still want to go out, just ditch the drink, right? Because when you mix things like processed carbs and pizza and alcohol, right, you're slowing your digestion and you're going to get really bloated and have a terrible recovery because your body's going to focus on digesting the alcohol before any of the food, which is why it's so bad when you go out and you mix alcohol with really, really bad food. You can still enjoy going out, right? I buy mocktails all the time. The mocktail community is like grown so much that like these mocktails are like the same thing. You can even get like zero alcohol tequila, so you can have literally have a margarita with tequila. It just doesn't have alcohol. So you know, like I said, stacking alcohol on top of heavy foods will result in slower digestion, poor sleep, gut distress, more inflammation. You're not gonna be able to lose fat. You're gonna feel like crap. It reduces your ability to metabolize food effectively, right? And so some swaps. So you don't have to miss out, right? You don't need to drink alcohol if you want to swap it, right? You don't also have to drink water. You can just switch it with something that you enjoy, right? It could be sparkling water with cranberry and lime. That's usually my go-to. Decaf coffee. You do a club soda with a splash of citrus, or you could do a mocktail. Remember, the ritual drinking is often what we're craving, right? It's not actually the alcohol portion, right? It's just the actual let's go out and get a drink, right? And so I still go out and get drinks, right? And I will maybe have an alcoholic drink like once in a while. Like I'm getting married in a few weeks. I'm gonna drink alcohol on my wedding, right? But like when I normally go out with my fiance to go out to eat, I usually get a mocktail, something like this on the right. I'll also sometimes just get like sparkling soda with like a splash of cranberry and lime, sometimes decaf coffee. Like it could even be water, right? Just having something in my hand when I'm even like say when I go out with friends, having something in my hand that looks like this, people aren't asking me like, "Oh my gosh, you're not drinking alcohol." Like it doesn't, if your friends are your friends, they're gonna support you no matter what. And so you're gonna feel 1,000 times better and they're gonna get jealous. But I would challenge you to swap things out and just try it out. And so yeah, that's the presentation. I hope you learned something. Please message me one thing that you learned. Um, and then I would challenge you to take off 30 to 60 days of no alcohol and see how you feel and then make a decision, right? If you want to go back, then go back. And if you don't, then you don't. And if you want to just learn and do more moderation, then that's great too. So remember, it's up to you. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you in the next one.